And here, you might want to think about what your usual tendency is. Are you normally more relaxed or more like alert? You know, maybe the other way to put it is like, do you get too comfortable and fall asleep? Or do you tend to be less comfortable but very bright and alert? And see if you can adjust that in your posture. So the things we can do is, if you're sitting in a chair, you might want to sit more upright if you're looking for more brightness, or try to find more ease, more comfort if you are looking for more relaxation. If you're sitting on a cushion, you really want to look for the uprightness in the back, while also having a sense of ease. You can really do that through making sure you use enough props. Make sure you have a high enough cushion, get extra pillows if that would help. Make sure your body is supported in all the places where that would be helpful. Okay, so make your way into your posture. You can just make a few movements as you get into your posture. So a few that I really like to do, I like to roll my shoulders back a few times. And then if it feels comfortable, going in the other direction. Tilting the head from one side to the other. And then you might like to kind of lean forward and back. So tilting at the hips, tilting at the pelvis. And then side to side. And then just allow yourself to come to a place of balance, letting those movements get smaller and smaller, until you come to a natural resting point. Take a deep inhale on your next breath and a deep exhale, releasing any tension, anything you're holding on to. And if that feels good, feel free to do a few more deep breaths. And again, as we've been doing in the last few weeks, see if you can give yourself permission to relax. Set the intention to relax deeply. Know that for the duration of this practice session, there's nothing that you need to do, nowhere you need to go, no problem to solve. And when thoughts of the past or the future arise, as they are quite likely to do, just know that you don't have to engage with them. And even just that intention can lead to a letting go. And that intention to relax can trickle down into the body, into the being. And gradually allowing that softening. Now notice any sounds that you can hear. Noticing the sounds of birds, the sounds of cars, sounds of people. You can hear also the sound of the fan. Just noticing whatever you can hear in your environment. And it might be fairly quiet. It might be loud. It might be textured, polyphonic. Or it might be that there's only a few sounds that you can hear. Just noticing the sounds as they present to you. Coming into the present moment. And then notice that the sounds are all arising in space. You are hearing in every direction, and this field of hearing is wide open, clear and spacious. The sounds are arising and passing. And the sounds themselves are unimpeded, unrestricted. You couldn't stop the sounds even if you wanted to. Simply allowing them to come and go in this spacious field of awareness. And notice that to tune in to the spaciousness, it's not really an action. It's not something you have to make happen. Instead, it's more like a relaxing or an opening. You open to that spaciousness. You tune in to the sense that the sounds are coming from every direction. Forward, backward, left, right, above, below. And that the field of hearing contains all of those sounds. If there was a sound that was outside of this field of awareness, you wouldn't hear it, you wouldn't know it. All sounds are within this vast, open awareness. Allow the body to relax, allow the mind to settle. Tuning into this spaciousness. And then, when you're ready, bring your attention to the sensations of the body. But what I'd like you to try is to see if you can notice those sensations just like they are sounds. Hearing the sensations of the body, noticing that the sensations of the body also occur in space. And that space might be smaller than the space of sound, but there can still be spaciousness there. Now, it might help to begin with noticing sensations that are neutral or even pleasant. The sensations in the hands, the sensations of being supported, being held, the sensations in the feet or the legs. Begin with whatever feels neutral to pleasant. Noticing that those body sensations arise in space. And just like sounds, they arise, change, and then disappear. They may be more consistent or less consistent, but all body sensations change, arising and passing. Open your awareness to the whole body space, listening to the whole body like it's a piece of music composed with different parts, different voices. Perhaps even hearing it as an orchestra, a symphony being played by an orchestra, noticing individual sensations, individual instruments, noticing the whole body, like listening to the whole piece of music together, the combination. Good. You might want to stay there for a little longer. When you're ready, we'll move to noticing that internal sensations are also arising in the space of awareness. So noticing that when there are thoughts, when there are feelings, emotions, these also arise within the space of awareness. When you notice that there's a thought, see if you can locate where it feels like the thought is. Now, it might feel like the thoughts are in your head, in the center of your head. They might be more like behind the eyes on a screen, between the ears or just outside the ears. Thoughts might feel like they come from behind the head or in front of the head or above the head. They might feel like they arise within the body. If you're not having many thoughts, you can intentionally bring up a thought. What's the next thing you're going to do after this session? You might picture yourself doing something, leaving this room that you're in, looking at your phone, talking to somebody. You might hear internal dialogue or imagine a conversation. Notice where that thought feels like it occurs. And if this is tricky or you're not sure, that's no problem. Just bring a curiosity. There might be thoughts that appear that are distinctly in a certain space, and others that are more nebulous. If you do notice the thoughts occurring in space, Notice that they take place within a much larger field of awareness. Now the thought might make the awareness contract, but you can just choose to open to the broader, spacious awareness. Noticing the thought as just one element within that awareness. And then noticing that any feelings or emotions are occurring within awareness. More specifically, they are occurring within the space of the body in most cases, although sometimes emotions might feel like they're at the edge or outside of the body. Notice what your mind state is right now, if there are any emotions present. Do you feel relaxed, happy, agitated, restless, scattered, focused? Do you feel grateful, impatient? Notice what you feel and where you feel it. See if you can notice a location. Notice that this is also arising within awareness. Good. So we have sounds, body sensations, thoughts, emotions, all of these occurring within a spacious awareness. Now let's put all of that together. I'd like you to tune in to the sense of awareness itself. Tune into that sense of spaciousness, or the sense of knowing, sense of stillness, peacefulness. That sense of openness. Tune in to awareness. And notice that from this perspective, the perspective of awareness, there are no problems. There's nothing that needs to be done. Awareness rejects nothing. It holds everything within it. How freeing to take this view. Nothing needs to change. Rest into awareness. This is the bright, clear sky. Even when there are clouds, they are just briefly obscuring. The clouds can't harm the sky. Notice the sky. Notice that sense of the spacious awareness. And rest there. Nice work, everyone. You can come out of the formal meditation and see if it's possible to keep a sense of awareness.